Sohrab, the son and the shadow of his father. Some tragedies begin with prophecy. Others begin with war. This one began with silence. When Rostam left Samangan, there was no public alliance, no witnesses to bind the night he shared with Tahmineh. Only a token, meant to speak when speaking would be safe. Tahmineh understood the danger immediately, because a child born of Rostam's blood would never live an ordinary life. Sohrab was born far from Iran's court, far from kings who would claim him, far from generals who would fear him. From the beginning, his strength was undeniable, not taught, not trained, inherited. He grew faster than other boys. He lifted what others could not. When he fought, it was not wild. It was precise, as if his body already knew its purpose. People did not ask if he was extraordinary. They asked whose blood explained it. Tahmineh told her son the truth, carefully. She told him his father was a warrior without equal, a name spoken with awe across the world. But she did not say the name itself, not out of fear, out of calculation. Once spoken, the name Rostam would no longer belong to Sohrab. Kings would hear it, armies would move, and a boy would become a weapon before he understood himself. Without an army to protect him, truth would not be safety. It would be exposure. So Tahmineh waited for the right moment. That was why the token existed. But questions grow louder with strength. As Sohrab became a young man, his hunger shifted from victory to identity. He did not want a father for comfort. He wanted a father for meaning. If his power had a source, then it had a destiny. And if the world would not reveal that destiny, he would force it to answer. In Turan, others were watching. They understood immediately what Tahmineh feared. A young warrior searching for Rostam was not just a son in search of blood. He was leverage. They praised Sohrab's strength. They fed his ambition. They encouraged his march toward Iran, carefully avoiding the one truth that could stop everything. Because if Sohrab met Rostam as a son, there would be no war, and war, for them, was useful. Before Sohrab rode out, Tahmineh gave him the token, not as a secret, but as protection. "When the moment is right," she told him, "this will speak for you." But the moment was no longer hers to choose. Rostam, meanwhile, heard only what heroes always hear, that a mighty enemy had risen, that Iran was threatened, that strength was required. He rode to defend his land, not knowing he was riding toward his own blood. Sohrab rode toward the same battlefield, believing his father was somewhere ahead. Both were right. Neither knew the truth. Between them stretched a battlefield shaped not by hatred, but by delayed truth. A truth meant to protect. A truth withheld too long. And in the Shahnameh, fate does not punish cruelty, it punishes hesitation. Some tragedies are written by ambition, others by war. This one was written by silence and by a name spoken, only after it could no longer save. If you enjoy ancient stories and epic legends, subscribe for more tales from the world's greatest myths.